Hello! It's me again. We've already seen this. I'm gonna jump straight in. This is Shining Force. But it's Shining Force with a twist. And you'll see. Shining Force Randomized, actually. I've already heard your dialogue. Should have pressed the start button so you got through your dialogue. Thank you. Also, by the way, ignore the continue because this is for a save file on a totally different game. It's for a mod called Boken's Heroes. It just so happens that all the save files share the same game because this is the same emulator. But I'm not going to open that one because this is not the same game that I'm opening from. Because one is Boken's Heroes and this is Shining Force Randomized. So we're going to start a new game instead. Wait a minute. Oh, that was from a previous... I was about to say, what was that? Oh, that was from the previous test I did of this. Okay. Right. I was just like, why is there another... No, this should be a completely different randomization. And if it's not, I'm going to start the whole video over and be really upset with myself. Because the last one it randomized into like an archer. This should be completely different. I was doing some tests. So, let us get into it. The default character is Max. We're going to go with that. And I'll explain everything once we dive in. I just want to make sure this is good to go. Yes, ma'am. We need to get going, my girl. My lady. Whatever. Sorry. Let's go. Explains what happened once I verified this worked well. Max! Max! Come on, kid. Wake up. I didn't hit you that hard. Keep your guard up, kid. Those beasts of room falls would tear you to pieces. It worked fine. Excellent! I am a knight. That's cool. That's enough for today. You better take it easy for a while. Cool! The randomization worked! I am a different character than I was the last time. Excellent! So, the randomization thing. It is based on a mod called Kenden no Haku. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yes, Kenden no Hako, excuse me, version 3.1.1. The mod creator, Tia Dran on the Shining Force forums. Please go and support them and download this mod if you feel free. I'll include a link in the description below. Anyway, this is an issue of my dog staring at the door because he wants to be outside. And besides that, this is Shining Force Randomized. Hi, Various. But I want to fight more! It's cool I'm a centaur. That's neat. Normally you're just a swordsman. So basically, Shining Force. This game is very close in comparison to, like, Fire Emblem is the closest comparison I could draw for it. In the sense that you get recruitable heroes as the game progresses. You, level up those heroes, and as you level them up, they gain new spells and abilities, and so on. At level 10 of this game, you can promote to a higher tier class, and then that's it. And there's only one you can promote to. You can also wait till level 20 to promote if you so choose, and by doing so you're able to gain more stat points, which is generally preferable to wait till level 20 to promote in the first place. And this game functions very similar in the combat system along in the grid. You can kind of see in the way the movement the character's moving right now, everything is grid based. So on the map you would be moving into the grid and, attacking a la Fire Emblem, or other games similar in the vein. Final Fantasy Tactics, Triangle Strategy, Tactics Ogre, so on and so forth. There was the Viking one. I can't remember the name of that one. There are several. Anyway, let's proceed. Our friend is a monk. Alright. And a swordplay for today? Yeah, you don't get out enough, do you? Thank you. Uh-oh. He's not wrong. Things are about to get bad. Yes, it did. He did. Alright, let's split up and see if we can find out what's going on. Let's do it. Good luck with fighting. So, random NPCs will have 1 or 2 lines of dialogue that they will say. Some only 1. Not every NPC is useful. A lot of them are just flavor text. Yeah, they all have different generic dialogue options, which is cool. He has some foreshadowing news to say. I see our land in ruins. Yeah, he's very much foreshadowing. This guy is very bored of his job. He won't be bored for long. This is the shop over here. This is the shop. It is indicated by this. This is a duo weapon and item shop. Weapon shop is not available to us because, well, the boss is kind of grumpy with something. La 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 la. Aha! Darn it. A little flavor text over here. We'll have a recruitable character coming up. They're up here. They are an assault knight, it looks like, which is basically a knight on horseback. Well, actually, they're centaurs, so it's a centaur knight. Normally, he's a low warrior, which is like an axe user, which is cool. I'm not going to be talking to everybody. I'd rather get script to the gameplay, but, you know. This is Guardiana. This is our home. This is where we live. This is the hotel. Doesn't really serve a purpose, but it's there for flavor. Let us proceed, as we were intended to. Shining Force Randomized, ladies and gentlemen, or Shining Force in general. This is a game that is really close. I really love this game. Like, it is very close to me. Oh, they're knights. Huh. I thought that might be something different. I got this as part of a collection pack one day for, like, at Vector Man, Comic Zone, this game. And I loved it immediately when I played it. It is one of my all-time favorite games. And as old as it is, I still enjoy the simple gameplay and the grid-based gameplay of these tactical strategic games are some of my favorites. Anyway, let's proceed. Grim tidings indeed. Yes, sir. Yeah, so if you watch the intro, if you did not watch the intro, basically there are 2 cities, Guardiana to the east, there is the other Runefoss to the west, both tasked with watching over important gates. We don't know what's beyond those gates, but as you could probably see from the intro, most likely Dark Dragon and Evil. Yeah, so we got Evil at the gates. We gotta go stop them, you know? Uh-huh. No! Okay, fine. By the way, we're about to see what our rest of our party looks like. Get ready. Birdman, a monk, a mage, and a robot. So the warrior is now a Birdman. The knight is now a monk. The mage is still a mage, just with a different outfit. And the archer is now a robot. Okay. Huh. Neat. So in the Kenda no Haku mod... Oh, by the way, our friend is joining us too. I set the stats to be really random, but skew on the positive variance. The classes will be randomized every time a new companion joins. The spells will be random, but I force them to learn at least one useful spell at level 1. And I also modified the spells to remove egress, which is the one that lets you go back to town. I could just use Angel Wings, and I really don't want to have multiple mages stuck with the egress spell, which is not useful for anything other than getting back to town. And I'd rather have having more useful spells. Other than that, I left all the other spells at random. So the stats will skew wildly. They should be positive, but they will skew wildly. And there's random chests, there's random items, random shops. Everything is tiered to be appropriate for the level, though. So I'm not going to get... And the enemies are kind of random, too. So I'm not going to get any crazy enemies I can't beat or any items that are overpowered. So that is basically the randomization in a nutshell. I would talk to the NPCs that are important for me getting things in game that I really need. But I won't be talking to everybody. I guess we should check out our party, huh? Just to see. I'm very sorry for yawning. I have had a long day at work. And I did a test recording of this that went kind of wrong, and I had to redo the whole thing after 40 minutes of recording, so I'm a little sleepy right now, but let's check out our crew. We're a knight with a spear. Okay. He's got very similar attack to I do. His agility's pretty good too, it looked like. Yeah, his agility was higher. Agility... So, these stats, you know, attack, defense, kind of self-explanatory. Move is how far you can move. Agility is your dodge. And crit is your chance to crit. Ah, it did randomize, because normally she has Blaze. Now she has Static, which is worse, but at least she has 11 hit points and not something like 7. He is not defensive. Okay. Robots are typically very defensive, but they don't always hit hard. Okay. Alright. This is a lot better than... This is a lot better than the previous playthrough that I had of this game. Let us get ready for our journey. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I was just like, do I not get medical herbs? Like, please? Can I have medical herbs? By the way, I got a defense potion, which increases your defense stat permanently. Cures poison. Heals, I think, 9 hit points. Returns you to town. Increases your speed permanently. Heals you for like, what was it, like 15, 20 or something like that? I forgot. You would think, the number of times I played this game, I remember all this information, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. I just know that, you know, one is done at a higher tier than other. Alright, so buying some things. I think we already checked the other recruitable character up here? Yes, we did. Oh, so there was a Assault Knight. Alright. Alright, let us proceed to the first battle. We're gonna keep going. Oh no! Goblins! Oh no! Goblins! That's not a goblin! That's a bat! Who's talking? No way that's like a Rune Knight or something. That's silly. He's got a little cute little voice. We're not fighting right now, by the way. We have another character recruit. We'll fight here in a minute. Yes. He's a swordsman. Hi. Huh. I think you're randomized too. But I'm not going to get you for a long time. In fact, I don't think I get you unless I beat the game. Are you a swordsman? You are! You randomized to a swordsman instead of a monk. Huh. Huh. No, I'm liking this. I'm liking this randomization so far. Alright. Let's do our first battle. The AI has certain movement patterns it always seems to follow on its first few turns. And then it has certain trigger points depending on how close in proximity you are to them. Like it will take certain actions based on how close you are to them, what turn of the battle it is, so on and so forth. I try to aim to like kind of bait them forward to my more tankier units, keeping my squishies in the back. So, for example, in this, I'll be using my robot to kind of bait them forward because he has a high HP and defense pool. I could go in swinging now, but early game they tend to hit pretty hard. I should be able to go in with a spear, I think, safely. Really don't want mages to be, you're already level 2, I don't need to give you, I don't want to give you experience right now. Okay. And then when you do strike, you want to be as aggressive as possible, I aim to try to take out one enemy as quickly as I can. This is obviously not going like I wanted it to, and I really should not. Oh wait, this'll work. Static really doesn't do much damage. The Rune Knights with their lances will do more damage than I will with a spear as well, so I'd rather not get in combat unless I have to. He's only using his fist, so he's not going to do a lot of damage by default. But boy, is he defensive. That is definitely a positive for that. Kind of overpowered for this point, but he won't ever do much damage is the thing. At least in my experience with these robots has been like that. They've never really done much damage. I guess I'll attack with the monk. Monks can be... They're not as hard to level. In fact, he has a pretty good punch. Birdmen are not the best defensively. Oh, I should have attacked though. Nah. It'll get stronger later, at least. This is probably a bad idea. I might get ganged up on because of that. Nice. Attack by 1. Speed by 1. HP by 1. Alright. Uh-oh. Well, what can you do when you get crit? Huh. She's a little tanky, surprisingly. I will need to grind at some points. I may use this battle. I'll probably use this battle to grind on as well. But this first video kind of shows... Oh boy. Or gives an indication of what the gameplay is like. Talking is really hard sometimes, I must say. Let's punch this mage in the face. His monk damage has actually been pretty respectable, not gonna lie. Dang! Crit! Nice! Really, I enjoy when those crits do happen. MP by 2, static level 2. Thank you, because that was painful having static level 1. You know what? For the sake of the video being concise and concrete and giving people a taste of the game and what it is so far, because right now I'm seeing kind of how they work. We got one monk that's stronger than another. The Birdman is pretty good. All the other units are pretty good. This almost never works. I don't know what the chances of those spells are, but they almost never work for me. Ever. And to give him some experience or round off with a punch to the face. And that was Shining Force Randomized. Some battles, all units must be defeated. Some battles, just one unit defeated. Why are you talking? That was video 1. I will try to be a little more talkative in future videos. I wanted to get my first video out of the way. I wanted to like really dive into this and really get into the game itself. I realize my commentary may have been a little lackluster right now, given how sleepy I was today. I aim to be more lively tomorrow. You get a sneak preview of the battle to come. As we conclude this, and I aim to egress out, or to just walk out, I guess. Well, no, Gong can egress out, because I can't get all the way to the place that I need to on turn 1. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure hanging out with you guys today, playing this game that I really like. I had to focus quite a bit at some points and just kind of think about my moves, which can be really hard to talk. Oh! He doesn't have... because I took that spell out. He has static instead, which is intriguing. Well, like I said, I guess I'm walking out of these battles slowly. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'll cut it off here. Have a wonderful day. Yes, I will retreat to this battle as I go to the healer to heal, and you have a great night. Bye.